chances are you clicked on this video because you're like me and you love marketing. But let's be honest, marketing isn't always a bed of roses. There are some things that we love, but also some harsh truths and things that we hate that we need to face in order to move forward and make marketing, online and social media marketing, the way that it was intended to help us build and strengthen relationships with our customers and our future customers in order to help us create a long-term bond and grow more word-of-mouth referrals. So I've asked some of my friends to participate and tell you their harsh truths that we need to face.
Hi there, I'm Angus Nelson from angusnelson.com, and juggling all of this stuff in social media is crazy. And as marketers, what we don't realize so many times is that we are actually becoming narcissists in how we talk about our product or our service, our widget. And what we do is we talk about the external, about how we've imported this. We've worked with our teams to give this texture to this color. We talk about how we've changed the dynamic flavor profiles. Like, nobody cares about that stuff as much as they care about what that means and impacting their lives. Can I slice this lemon and put it in my water to give me added vitamin C? I can change the flavor profile so I'll drink more water and stay more hydrated, keep me more healthy. Will I use this lime to squirt on my Thai food that would give a different flavor profile for all my friends that would think I'm a great chef and they think that I'm a phenomenal cook? Or is it that guacamole that saves me at the party, that makes me look like the stellar host? All of these things give people a reason to be involved in your brand. Talk about the things inside, not just following all the monkey circus stuff.
Hey everybody, the truth about marketing is this. We don't talk about it. Storytelling is not a quick fix. We talk a lot about storytelling in marketing. Sure, just go create a story. Just borrow somebody else's template. Go do a video. Go do an ad. Go do a campaign. The problem is that leads to people thinking about those as one-off stories. And then your marketing looks fragmented. And there's no quick easy fix for great storytelling. Back up, start with your brand values, because everything you do, your big story drives everything you do. All your ads, all your content, all your campaigns, everything. So if you want great storytelling and you want it to be consistent and cohesive, well, don't take a shortcut. Back up, look at your brand values, and let that infuse everything you do. So that's my tip, and thanks so much.
One of the harshest realities of social media is build it and they will come. Now, while that might have worked many years ago when we had organic reach, today we know that show up and throw up is not a strategy that's going to attract our audience. What you have to do is commit. Commit to the long term. Commit to creating relationships. Commit to being the exact right solution for your audience. When you show up on a consistent basis with a plan in place, knowing exactly who you're speaking with, you're going to win at social media.
Managing Facebook ads has become a whole lot more complicated. You may love the fact that you're able to generate loads of leads and sales for your business using Facebook advertising, but you may also hate the fact that you now have to pay someone else to do it for you because of this. But the truth is, when you're investing in an agency to manage your Facebook ads, you're not just paying for them to manage your ad campaigns, you're also buying back time. You're buying back time to work in your area of expertise, doing what you do best to help grow your business, whilst your agency is working within their area of expertise to help get you the best possible return on investment for your Facebook ad campaigns. You've also saved yourself the heartache of having to develop the strategy, create the campaigns, monitor them daily, and then tweak them based on performance. Better still, you now don't have to keep abreast of the ever-changing nature of Facebook ads, nor experience that frustration of what worked for you yesterday just isn't working for you today. That's for your agency to worry about now. You've now removed all those tasks from your overflowing to-do list. And if you're super smart, you use that newfound time to invest in new revenue-generating activities. Or better still, spending more time with your family and friends.
In 2019, the love and hate of online marketing. Look, I got 60 seconds and I've got 2 answers for you. The first thing that I hate is when brands, when companies, when businesses think that they can just, quote, set it and forget it, right? Just post, and then forget about trying to dive into the conversations. Forget about listening to what your audience, your customers, your consumers are really wanting from you. Social should be a listen first. That's why you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, right? Listen first to what your customers are looking for from you, then go in and create content out of that. And 2, I hate when brands tell me that they need to be perfect in every video and every piece of content that they create. Look, as our good friend Brian Fanza would talk about, perfection is a fairy tale. So don't be shy to show your imperfections, to demonstrate that you are not perfect, because hey, your customers aren't either. Instead, talk about being compassionate, show how you can help your customers improve their daily experiences with your product, and you'll see a lot more success in 2019.
Stop. You got to stop assuming that social media is a direct sales channel. That's one of the biggest problems that is still out there today, is that people assume that it's one-to-one. If I post it, they will buy, and I can just continue to post it in a, hey, we've got this offer, and then they wonder why people don't buy. Social media is first and foremost the word itself, social, okay? It's a channel to be found, it's a channel to engage, it's a channel to grow awareness, but it is not going to be a large direct sales channel, okay? That's why you need to have an integrated marketing strategy and use social as a part of that, but then you need to bring them over to your website, get them on an email list. Email is the best selling tool, but it's a part of a package that's social selling, but it's all together. Number 2, stop, and that is assuming that you can just post sporadically and that that's going to be good enough, okay? You have to be consistent, you have to be in front of people, you have to be engaging. You have to stop assuming that random posts are going to get you anywhere, and you have to be putting in the work, okay? So these are just, a few of the things that are huge mistakes that I see people doing again and again and again. Final one, third one, stop. And that is, do not buy any service that is going to automate Instagram following and auto DMs and that type of thing on Instagram, okay? That is not going to be helpful in the long run. It's not going to get you the appropriate type of follower that you want on that channel. So authenticity matters. You need to go that route. All right, so these are things that I want to talk about. Please take care. Listen to the rest of these great folks. This is good stuff. This is Mike. Take care.
One harsh truth with social media is that you cannot buy influence or community. It's just one thing that's not for sale. Yes, somebody can sell you their Instagram channel that they've aggregated all these people to, or offer you up some likes and followers on your page, but that doesn't mean it's community, and that doesn't mean that you have influence over those people. In being influential and building relationships, creating a community takes time. And I'm not talking about a month. If you're lucky, it's 6 months, but majority of the time it is being active and engaged and strategic about what you're doing, showing up to build relationship. It's going to take realistically 12 to 18 months. That's typically what we tell every single client, because we want to set the expectation that this is just not for sale. If you really want to tip the scales where you can start spending less on ads and more because you're building your influence, you have to show up and do the work, and there's no shortcuts to that. It's a long end game, but I promise you it works. You will be influential because your community is going to be showing up, sharing your message for you if they've believed in what you've done and you've built a community with them. And that community, it's just not for sale. It's something you got to work for.
People say you have to be social in the social media space. I say being social is not enough. I spent a good amount of 2 years being extremely social in the social media space. I was chatting with everybody, responding to everyone's comments. I was doing this initiative and doing that activity. But guess what? My brand and my business were not growing the way I intended, given how much time, effort, and energy I invested in being social. I love what Mark Schaefer once mentioned. Being social is not scalable. This is so true. And of course, we have to be social, but at the same time, we have to be really strategic about our social media efforts and activities. We have to think about what is our overall business goal and objective, and how our social media activities and content are going to move our business forward. This is the most important question. Otherwise, we are simply being social for the sake of being social. And so we have to be social at the same time being very strategic about our social media efforts and activities.
Hi, my name is Dorien Morin-van, and today I want to give you a harsh truth. You know that rule you might have heard about, the 20-80 rule? 20% of the time you can self-promote and 80% of the time you should promote other people and other things? Well, I'm telling you to throw that out. It makes no sense. Somebody made that up. And if you look at big brands, you already know they're not adhering to it. They only self-promote 100% of the time because they're big brands and they can. So even if you're a smaller business or a medium-sized business, do what works for you. Test. Throw the 80-20 rule out of the window. You might like 70-30 or 60-40 or 50-50, but do what works for you as long as you're still engaging your audience and getting results. Throw that 80-20 rule out the window because we don't even know where it came from.
Hi, this is Lisa from Chipmunk Media, and I'm just going to cut straight to the chase. Stop with the like and share competitions. The harsh reality is they don't work. Yes, you'll get a lot of likes. Yes, you'll get shares, but then what? Let me tell you some home truths. Asking someone to share as a condition of entry is against Facebook terms and conditions. And all you are doing is actually taking people away from your page who'll probably never return again. And all those likes mean absolutely nothing if you are not creating engaging, interesting, relevant content on a regular basis. Now, the better strategy would be have them answer a question or post a picture with dialogue. Get them talking, and if possible, have them include others in the conversation. Use a third-party tool or integrate a messenger chatbot so you can get an email address or have them added to a messenger subscription. Either way, it allows you then to reconnect at a later date. Stop focusing on vanity metrics. Instead, focus on a strategy where you talk with and re-engage with your audience when you have more valuable information to share.
Hey there, I'm Jenn Herman of Jenn's Trends, and this harsh reality of marketing is that most brand content sucks. Most brands and marketers are creating content to talk about how amazing their company is, and they're thinking about it from a marketing perspective, not from a community building or relationship building perspective. I always ask my clients to go look at their content as an unbiased third party, or imagine that their competitor put out that content. Would they like it? Would they read it? Would they click on it? Would they share it? Is it of value to them? And most of the time, the answer is no, because the content sucks. It's not of value. You need to create content that uplifts your brand, but that does it in a way that appeals to your audience, something that's entertaining to them, something that adds value to them, something that is relevant to them. When you put content in their context, it will always perform much better. If your engagement sucks, chances are your content sucks.
I recently published an article titled 7 Harsh Truths About Blogging You Need to Know. And while the realities and the struggles I shared were very much focused on the world of blogging, there are similar patterns we see in other industries, particularly online marketing. Namely, the harsh truth that online marketing success takes time. Forget about the idea of having a video go viral. Not only is that unlikely to happen, even if it does, the kind of videos that go viral are unlikely to drive business results. I mean, a video of you dancing and singing Uptown Funk through the corridors of your business might be fun, but it's not going to make the phone ring. So, real online marketing, building up an audience and brand awareness for a business takes time, a lot of time. There are no shortcuts and there are no secrets to success that are going to circumvent the need for you to reach one person at a time and make a positive impression. Yeah, there are tools that can help, and there are processes you can adopt that'll add efficiency and scale. But it starts with adopting a brand message and philosophy and then sharing that with individuals.
Hello there, this is Jo Saunders, LinkedIn Demystifier from Western Australia. My harsh truth about LinkedIn is that you can't just throw content at LinkedIn schedule content to LinkedIn, automate LinkedIn, and expect massive results. You need to be present, you need to be adding value and building relationships. So if you don't know what to do, take some time to investigate. Look at what's working in your industry. What are other people doing? How are they engaging their network? Because if you're thinking LinkedIn's not working for you right now, it's probably because you're either not using it well, you're not using it at all, or you're just scheduling your content using some of the third-party tools without tagging people and inviting them in, without using hashtags, without inviting engagement through questions. So there you go. That's the cold, harsh truth about LinkedIn. It's an awesome, powerful platform, which is why I specialize in it, and which is why I talk about LinkedIn and video on the LinkedIn Couch. Feel free to subscribe. But yeah, give it a go, because when you do it well, it's really powerful.
Like, there's no one-size-fits-all strategy. You cannot have a singular employee fulfill the work that's meant for a fully staffed team. Jack of all trades currently aren't in demand due to the complexities of online marketing. Another item that I've noticed that will not and does not work is having a short-term mindset only. Just because something isn't working and it's only been a week or two doesn't mean you pull the plug on it. The point of marketing and advertising is to test and keep testing so that you can understand the trends that are best for you and your brand, while keeping up with the times of what's happening out there within social media and its developments. Another item, or rather downfall, is benchmarking or lack thereof. I cannot tell you how many times I've received a client brief and it did not have a success metric within it. Unfortunately, without that North Star, it's very hard for us to advise a strategic marketing plan that helps you reach your goals. Is it increasing your sales by 10% year over year, or increasing your reach by 5%? Having that understanding will allow us to craft the best marketing plan and understand the mix of tools that we have in our wheelhouse, such as social media, search, or programmatic, to really fulfill your needs and help you meet your business goals.
Hey, it's Christine Gritmon here from Christine Gritmon Inc., social media for small local businesses. And I'm here with some good news and some bad news. So we'll start with the bad news. Hate to break it to you. What you do is not unique. It's not. Other people do it too. Whatever your business is, your product, your service, there's someone else who does it. I feel pretty confident about that. The good thing is, there is something that I know for a fact other businesses do not have, and that is you, my dear. So do not be afraid to inject your brand communications with some personality, because that is truly the one competitive advantage you have. Don't not talk about what it is that you do. People shouldn't have to figure out that puzzle, but if it's all you talk about, I'm sorry, you're not going to stand out.
Hi, it's Fee from Proacid Online. You need to take responsibility for your brand's how. It can't be a prescription of 5 hows to do something. Your brand has a unique point of difference, what makes it different from every other brand out there. And so sharpen that skill of taking strategic thinking and turning it into an executable action, and that makes sense for your brand, more importantly, your brand's audience. You can go to all the conferences, go to the strategy sessions, the how-to sessions, the online stuff, absolutely. But don't walk away thinking and expecting that the value and the lesson stops when you leave that room. You are going to have to put the work in to figure out what's going to work for your brand.
Those were some harsh truths, but you know what? Unless we talk about it, we can't show up to do better and be better in the years to come. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with a friend who may enjoy it as well, and include the harsh truth that you thought maybe should be included or would be included. We'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks for watching. Jessika Phillips signing out.